time for a little lights, camera, fashion, shall we? In this case, DC Fashion Week officially gets underway Friday, right here in the nation's capital. The must-see event founded back in 2004 by Mr. Ian Williams. Fast forward some 21 years later, and DC Fashion Week continues to be all the rage with regard to popularity and sponsorships. Joining us now to tell us what's to be expected is DC Fashion Week spokeswoman Sasha Perea, right here on the live zone. Good to see you, Sasha. Welcome to the show.
Good to see you too. I'm happy to be here.
I got to tell you, I tell folks all the time, I love it when I have my friends on the show. And full disclosure, you happen to be one of my friends. And so this is just really cool, especially being that we get a chance to talk about all things DC Fashion Week. Sasha, I remember, God, I guess about maybe 10 years ago, the first time perhaps I attended DC Fashion Week. And I got to say, I'll think back to it then and I see it now. Boy, has it grown in a major way. What separates, let's say, this Fashion Week from all the others?
Absolutely. I totally agree. Every year, DC Fashion Week gets bigger and bigger. And I really think one of the things that separates us the most is the unique position that we are in here in DC. We have politics, we have a diverse community, and then obviously we have the fashion scene. So being able to really bring all of those different sectors together makes DC a very unique fashion scene.
Yeah, Sasha, I'm looking at the B-roll right there. You see all that? You know what I don't see?
Yes.
Let's say gray suits, black suits, kind of like what I have on. In essence, mine is really purple for today. But when it comes to fashion in D.C., so many folks have told me in the past, fashion is just gray suits and black suits. But excuse me, look at what we're looking at right there. That's not the case.
Absolutely. I think when you think of DC, you always think politics, but there's so much more in DC than just that. So in DC, we have a growing fashion community when it comes to streetwear style and also just the different colors that you're going to see this weekend. It's really exciting to see how this fashion scene is really just evolving in DC, and DC Fashion Week is really making DC a fashion capital as well.
Yeah, Sasha put it, if you haven't been there yet, boy, are you missing out in a major way. However, it's still not too late for you to take part. That's because there are a plethora of events that are going to kick off beginning on Friday. Let's see. We're going to start off with the industry party, Sasha. What's to be expected?
Yeah, so we invite all fashion enthusiasts, creatives, models, designers, anybody that loves fashion to come on out to St. Eve's. We will be there from 6 to 9. It's a phenomenal place to just network, honestly, with other industry professionals as well as creatives. So it is a fun place to be and also very high energy.
All right, Saturday, fast forward, we have the Emerging Designer Showcase, and a little birdie whispered in my ear, that happens to be the, let's say, fashion show you are hosting.
That is correct. Yes, we will be at the National Housing Center on Saturday. We are also going to be highlighting our menswear capsule collection. So it'll be a really nice scene where you can see up-and-coming fashion designers. You never know who the next big name is going to be. And a lot of times we see that happening at the Emerging Fashion Show.
Yeah, I'm so glad you touched on that, Sasha, because with regard to the emerging designers, there are so many folks that perhaps don't really have an opportunity. And yet again, Mr. Ian Williams, founder of DC Fashion Week, gives them that opportunity to shine in a major way. You get a chance to stay or spend a lot of time backstage. And I'm curious, when you're backstage with all the designers and all the pandemonium is happening, what comes to mind seeing them as they're getting their thoughts together? They're getting their collection together. They're talking to the models as they get ready to hit the runway.
There's a lot of passion. If I'm being honest, I think that's the best word to describe it, especially because it is emerging designers. There's a lot of emotion going into it. You have people who are putting out their collection sometimes for the very first time, and they chose to do that at DC Fashion Week with Ian Williams, and I think that says a lot about the organization as a whole. But there's a lot of excitement and a lot of passion backstage every year.
Yeah, and then it all culminates on Sunday with the 42nd International Couture Collection Showcase. That's going to be hosted by yours truly, and yet again, it's truly an amazing show. Tell me all about it, Sasha.
Yes, so Sunday night show, as you know, is very much avant-garde. It's our couture show, so you're going to see elaborate designs coming from across the world. It's the International Couture Show, so we have top designers flying into DC to showcase their collection. It is, as I mentioned, themed for the carnival, so you are welcome to still wear what you were planning to wear for the show, but we will have masks available as well. We also have our VIP lounge, which is carnival themed as well.
Oh, that's going to be so awesome. I try not to cover my face, but for once, perhaps I could finally do so, and it'd be kind of cool. Yet again, something that we can look forward to at the 42nd International Couture Collection Showcase. All right, you heard me say that I'm doing the Sunday event, you're doing the Saturday event. There's only one thing we're missing, Sasha, and that is to tell folks how to get tickets to all the events.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure to check out our DC Fashion Week website at www.officialfashionweek.org. And make sure to grab your tickets soon because we are almost sold out. So you don't want to miss out on another amazing Fashion Week here in DC.
Yeah, that's the key word. I love it when we say almost sold out because that means I guarantee you it will sell out very soon. So as she said,
Exactly.
don't do it now. Do it right now. Yet again, we have been speaking with Sasha, DC Fashion Week spokeswoman, kind enough to join us on the live zone. This was fun, Sasha. Always good to see you. Got to have you back on the show. Tell Mr. Ian
Good
Williams.
to see you too, and I can't
hi.
wait to see you this weekend.
No doubt. All right, guys. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.